many times? How many times? I backed this guy. I backed him. I always backed him. Even when he played that game for France, I was banging on about it. Listen, he's only played one game. He's 24. It's not a coincidence that he kept pulling out of France squads, whether that be because of COVID or injuries. Come on. If someone is eligible to play for us, back them until it's not possible. And that's exactly what's happened. History's in the making, boys. Okay? Because Houssem Aouar is playing for the mighty DZ. That's right. Aouar has officially switched to play for the Algerian national team. It's all done. We even predicted that if he was going to switch, he'd have to come out. He'd have to, just like they did with Delors, and do a sort of a TV interview with the FAF explaining the decision because he had played a game for France. And it's happened as well. I mean, come on. And people want to be stuck with Zorgan and Zarouki and all that. Like, and when there's a player like Houssem Aouar dragging a Lyon side to a Champions League semi-final, 2 years ago? Come on, he's 24. Like he said in the interview, he's not an opportunist. It's not a second choice. He could have easily... Look at the French squad now. They're calling up Guendouzi and Thuram, a midfielder from Nice. Aouar easily walks into that. Easily. There's a and Zonzi was getting called over him. He didn't want to play for anymore. He played one game in a friendly, which they won like 7-1 against Ukraine. I don't even think he started that game. I mean, come on. Do you want to be watching Adam bloody Zorgan all your life? There's people like him. And there's going to be plenty more. And well done, Zefzef, the new FA president. Just like Raoul did when he got Banassa and Goulam and Faguli and Yassin Brahimi and all those guys. Zichy, he just wanted this Paradou crap. And they're all crap. And that's why ultimately we didn't go to the World Cup. We got left behind. Okay? We got dragged by legends to an AFCON with the likes of Guardiola and Faguli running it in the middle. Come on. We have got Houssem Aouar. Now this is huge. We're not talking someone who played for France under 19. We're not talking someone who played for France under 21. I'm talking for a guy that literally put on the French national team shirt and said, you know what? This is crap. I don't want snails anymore. I don't want bloody frog's legs. I want Chukchorka. He wanted Chukchorka more than the frog's legs. And that's exactly what he's done. Now, there were sniffs of it last summer. Remember, when he was in Oran, wasn't he? Aouar was in Algeria. And he actually admitted that in his interview. He goes to Algeria every single summer. It's in his heart. What more do you want? He said it was a massive regret, a massive mistake playing for France. He said it wasn't the right choice for him. So he's decided to play for Algeria. All is forgiven in life. There's no one that goes life without making any mistakes. He's rectified it. He's here. He's 24. That's easily 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years in the national team. Him and Banassa now, the game has changed. This is a game changer. The game has changed. We have got the best central midfield on the continent. And don't let me start comparing it to Europe and South America, because trust me, Banassa Aouar, you're talking one of the best central midfield pairings, not just on the continent, in football. I mean, what more do you want? This is fantastic. Now, the only drawback is we might not see him. There's a possibility you might not see him for these two games. And to be fair, it's just Niger. I know we're all excited, but physically, he admits this. He needs to improve that. With African football, it's very physical. And of course, he's not played that many games. Not started that many games. And of course, we know the hierarchy at Lyon. They're like, if you're Algerian, I don't really want to play you anymore. You're getting sold. He'll probably go on a free transfer to Frankfurt or something. He's out of contract in the summer. Lyon obviously heard about this and thought, we're ripping up a player's contract for free when we could have got 60, 70 million 2 years ago. It's bonkers, but this is huge. And this marks history. A player can now play for France in a non-competitive game. And you know what? Doesn't mean they can't play for Algeria still. So what a message this sends out to Ryan Cherki, to Ammi N'Gouri, okay? If they want to continue dabbling about with the France under 21s, let them. It doesn't mean we're never going to get them. Doesn't mean we're never going to get them. This is huge. Do not underestimate. And I trust me, I backed Aouar. I backed him. As soon as he didn't make the squad for Euro 2020, I think it was, alarm bells are ringing. Like, okay, well, what is the point? You're not going to pick France just to play in friendlies. He knew in the back of his head he made a mistake. He played one game for them and he's rectified it. And now he's here. And you know what? The French are going to regret it. Enjoy bloody Guendouzi, mate. Bloody, he's like Zarouki with a hair as well. Enjoy Kefren Thuram, just because he's Thuram's son in the midfield for Nice. What's he going to do, bruv? We've got Banassa and Aouar. Wear that, you silly French. Okay? We've got the best midfield on the continent. Houssem Aouar, you're very, very welcome. I hope in 10 months' time we go into that Africa Cup of Nations with him, Benassa, maybe a third, maybe an Adli or Shaibi, number 10, who knows. But exciting news, official, on the Federation website. He sat down, and the interview was really interesting because he spoke about how it was a mistake, but he was very keen to address that this is not a second choice, he's not opportunistic. He even played for France and thought, you know what, this isn't for me. This isn't for me. And not at 29-30, at 23-24. At 23-24. He could have had easily played for France in the future. He chose not to. It's a massive decision for a massive national team, okay? And I hope we're all going to get behind him. Because I know the moment you see him make his debut in that shirt, singing the national anthem, you're going to fall for him. Your heart's going to melt. He heard that bloody French one and thought, stuff this, I want to listen to Houssem Aouar. Come on, this is massive news, huge, and it's sending a big message out. Now, quick check the calendar. We've got 1 week. It's 1 week till the game, the first game. We've still got no bloody idea when this squad is coming out. It's got to be surely coming out Friday or Saturday, or it's dumb. It's actually dumb if it don't. Maybe because there's a legit reason that there's paperwork, there's nationality changes, we're trying to finalise, you know, we're like lastminute.com, always late for you, all that crap. Maybe we're trying to change a few players last minute, maybe. But if Aouar's not here, I wouldn't panic, because ultimately you wouldn't pick a player if they've not been playing, would you? So, and with respect to Niger, we're playing Niger. I mean, me in the comment section probably beat them, you know what I mean? So, guys, let me know your thoughts. I'm sure you've all seen the interview. It's on the FAF YouTube channel. Let me know your thoughts down below. Oh, we've got bloody Houssem Aouar, mate. I'm buzzing. Bosh!